All right, Patriots, it's Friday. The week is drawing to a close. And you know what? You know what that means, right? It's time to empty the inbox and unleash a torrent of truth before we recharge for Monday. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the country conservative. We're here tonight to dissect the chaos, expose the hypocrisy, and stand firm for the principles that will restore our nation. So let's dive in. My inbox has been overflowing, Patriots, a testament to the battles we are fighting on every front. And tonight, we're tackling it all, starting with the ongoing crisis at the southern border. The Biden administration open door policy continue to endanger our communities, strain our resources, and undermine our sovereignty. We'll break down the latest developments and the real world consequences of their dereliction of duty. Then we turn the attention to the ever-present threat of activist judges, those unelected lawmakers in robes who constantly try to legislate from the bench, severing the will of the people and overstepping their constitutional authority. We'll highlight the latest attempts to impose their radical agenda, reaffirming our commitment to a judiciary that adheres strictly to the rule of law. And speaking of judicial overreach, let's talk about the liberal Supreme Court justices who seem utterly incapable of shedding their partisan skin. Their continued activism from the highest courts of the land is a blatant front to the impartiality and integrity that the American people expect and deserve. We'll examine the latest pronouncement and underscore the urgent need for justices who prioritize the Constitution over ideological agendas. Tonight, we're not just clearing out the inbox, we're clearing the air. We're addressing the critical issues that demand our attention from the border to the bench and beyond. We're standing firm for the principles that made America great, and we're refusing to be silenced. So settle in, Patriots. Let's unload the truth and head into the weekend armed with clarity and conviction. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. The show begins now. Hi, everyone. How is everyone this evening? Thank God it's Friday, right? That's right. It's Friday. Been a long day. We're still without Cloud Hub. I tried to log in. Of course, they didn't accept my password. I just tried to reset the password. They won't send me a reset link. I've done it twice. It didn't work. So maybe I'll try it if I come down here this weekend. I don't plan on it. I plan on shutting my computer down tonight and not turning it on until maybe Sunday, if I feel like it. If not, it'll be Monday, and I'll start working on the show then. Hi, Sean over in Getter. So if we see what happens, we'll see how I feel. Like Vic said, it's supposed to be pretty nice this weekend, and I plan on enjoying it with a few adult beverages. I'm going to sit back, relax, maybe uncover my pool and start to get it ready. And I got my gym back. I got it back in order, and I'm going to start that on Monday again. And I got my beep. Oh, all right, Sean. Cool. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy. That was fast. But yes, I can start working out again, and of course light, because I don't need to tear anything else up with my back and my shoulders and my knees. Everything going to hell. Man, don't get old. That sucks. So I hope you all are having a great night. I'm hoping you're having a great weekend, because we're going to start it off right here with me on the Conservative Viewpoint. Actually, we started it at 7 o'clock with Vic's show, Rebel Chicks with a Cause. If you didn't catch it, go back and watch it. Wimpkin X, wherever you see her from, the Violent Vixen 29. Check it out. Go on there. It was a great show tonight. Great show every night. You don't want to miss it. All right, guys, we're going to sit there and give some shout-outs. We've got Rumble going on. We've got Facebook. We got YouTube, even though they keep stopping my videos and making me trim segments out of it. Oh, yeah, 2 to 4 seconds to get it on there. Shell, what's up, Shell? But we still have everybody going. We're still streaming everywhere. So enjoy. Welcome to the show, guys. If you're new to the show, we love having you. Don't forget to tell me hi in the comment section. Let me know where you're from. And yes, I have to apologize. I did draw the drawing last night. Thank you to Gabs that she mentioned that as I was signing off the air, I caught a glimpse of her text or her message in comments saying, "Are you going to do the drawing?" Oh, shit. And believe it or not, when I pulled that hat and I yanked it in there, guess who won? It was Fixer. Yes, it was. It was Gab's husband. And he won the drone. I sent it out today. He should be getting it in a couple of days. I see Sean just got his package in the mail from last week's drawing. And glad to see that from Getter. But sorry I didn't do it on the air, guys. I forgot. I apologize. Texas John, Getter too. All right, let's give a shout out to now the one, the only, Wimkin.com. WIMKIN. If you haven't done it yet, download the app. Go to the web version. It doesn't matter. Check it out. Join us in chat. You guys will have a blast. We're going to get out to the Wimpkin Warriors over here. Let's give a shout out right now to Jerry Kruger. Does a show. You can probably catch him almost any time of the week. Just watch for him on Wimpkin and you'll find him and he'll pops up with the latest stuff that he's got going on. So check your look at him. Hi, Jerry. What do we got here? Fail. Played out former FBI Director James Comey. Calls for President Trump's. Yes, with Jerry. We did talk about that yesterday. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. He's a little pansy ass peanut. He's a pansy ass. And he needs to go to prison. We'll talk about that here in a second. Lee, what's up, Lee? There's Vic right there. Vic, I told you, Violet Vixen 29. Find her. Check out Rebel Chick What It Calls. Weeknights, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9, right before me. Oh, yeah, great show, guys. She usually have Gabs with her, and you'll love the show. Trust me. John M., what happening, man? Guys, a lot going on here. CI Director Ratcliffe drops bombshell confirming Senator Adam Schiff orchestrated a shady plot with whistleblower Eric Carmelia to impeach Trump. You know what, Jerry? I did not see that, but I can believe every word of that. I can. All right, let's keep going. Jill. Hi, Jill. Mark from the UK. What's happening, Mark? Lock Comey up. Exactly right. There's Fixer. Congratulations, Mr. Fixer. You'll be out here shortly. It's out in the mail, so you should get it in a few days. Alan, what's happening, Alan? Sorry I didn't pull that drawing, guys. I promise this week I'll pull it, or we'll try a phone win and see what happens. Sorry about that. And we'll see what else we got going on. Frogface. There's Frogface. What's going on? There's Gabby Girl right there. Yes, guys, we got a lot going on. We're going to wipe out the inbox. I've wiped it out. I've wiped everything out. All I got to do is shut my computer down tonight, and I'm done for the weekend. So we are going to get started here. So if nothing else, don't forget you still have time to get your name in for next week's drawing, and you can send it right here to conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. Anytime, get it in so I can put you in the hat. Sal, if you want in, send me your name. I'll put it in the hat. But you can't, I'm not doing it for you. Madeline. Hi, Madeline. Salon pause. Roll on. Great for arthritis. Yeah. It does work pretty good. I like salon pause too. That's right. You're welcome, Mr. Fixer. I hope you enjoyed it. It's not a big drone. You saw that if you were on the show. I showed it. It's a small one. Practice with it. I think it has a camera on it too. Most of them do. I really didn't look at it, but let me know how you enjoy it when you start flying it. And I think Tammy's Jeff won one, and then she sent me a video of him playing with it. So if you get it played, Gab, take pictures, take video, send it to me so I can see him. EF1 in Baltimore. Uh-oh, shit. That's not a good thing. EF1 in Baltimore, Sean on Getter just told me. That's not good. Be careful over there. All right, guys, let's get busy. We got a lot going on here. So there it is. Conservative Viewpoint at yahoo.com. If you want, send me your name so we can get you in the hat. Can't win unless you send me the stuff. You also remember the phone numbers in here. Write it down if you want to call. Phone lines are open anytime you want to call just to say hi, mention something about what we're talking about or not. If you have a recipe you want to give out to people, you want to join me on air, come on. We got it here, right here, guys. Let's use the phone. I'm paying for it. All right. Let's see what we got here. Vic's over at X, too. Everywhere. We got people in X? Yes, we do. We got a few people in X right now. So, hi, everyone from X. Don't forget to tell me hi. I can't see you unless you tell me hi, guys. So tell me hi. Show me what state you're from so we can give a shout out to your state, guys. It's going to be great. We love hearing from people from different states, different countries like Mark and Colin and American Peer from Scandinavia, College from Scotland. We love these guys coming in here and sharing our night with us. And they stay up early in the morning for where they live. And I appreciate it like no end. So, all right, guys, here we go. Let's get busy with this so we can share some videos tonight and rock this out for the Friday evening. Let's start our weekend off right with some laughs. So here we go, guys. All right, we got Democrats pissed off at Jake Tapper and CNN and Axios, Politico, and others. And the Democrats are so messy, they have a message for them. And it says, fuck them. That is their Mexican message to them. Oh, yeah, they are so pissed off crying now because they are telling the truth about Joe Biden's dumbness. No, dumbness, dimensionness. Oh, yes, Martin and Comey will be going to jail. I hope so. God, I hope so. We're going to get into that here in a couple minutes once I rock out these couple of them there, Sean, and we'll get over that. Trump says Springsteen should keep his mouth shut. That waste of. I used to listen to Bruce Springsteen, and he is nothing but a washed up has-been, and he needs to keep his mouth shut. I agree totally with the president. He's a washed up bitch, and he doesn't need to even worry about what's going on. And because he's probably demented as Joe Biden, and that's where he needs to keep it. They need to stay out of politics. They got the piss poorest songs and stuff coming out, and not anymore. There's no good songs anymore. There's nothing, no good movies, no good nothing. Nobody can make a movie on their own. Please, we the people need justice. Yes, right, Shell, we do. Nobody can make a movie. They have to make remakes. They make remakes of TV shows. They have to remake movies because nobody's smart enough to come up with something on their own. They're all has been washed up. I don't give a shit if I ever see them on TV. And they think we need them. Now, I don't need them. I got other shit I can do. All right, keep going. Conservative blocks big. And this is what gets me on this part, guys. And I told you this yesterday. I said hi to Alan, didn't I? I hope so. If not, hi, Alan. All right. Conservatives block Trump's big tax break bill in a stunning setback. And what did I tell you yesterday? He is not going to sign it with those cuts to Medicaid. So they keep calling Trump's big tax break bill. Well, yeah, the tax breaks are his, but the stuff that these other people, these Republicans are putting in are not. The Medicaid cuts are not Trump's. And he said it, Josh Hawley said, he talked to the president and said he will not sign it in its current form. So, yes, it's going to fail. Simple as that. Stop calling it Trump's until you get it passed. All right, what else we got here? Here we go. Got some more corrupt judge. Got that right. Federal judge dismisses trespassing charges against 98 illegal criminals in new military buffer zone along the southwest border. Here we go. Okay, I did it twice, Alan. Yes, this dumb magistrate, U.S. magistrate judge, Gregory Wormworth, and that, boy, does that name sound fit for him? A worm? Yes, he is. Wednesday, in 98 separate filings, the federal government had failed to demonstrate that the individuals who were undocumented migrants knew they were entering the New Mexico. Are you shitting me? They knew they were in. This is another excuse for a pathetic judge overstating his authority. And this is so pathetic. And we're not done. We're going all the way to the Supreme Court. Wait until you hear this. But this is so pathetic. This is uncalled for. This is getting beyond disgusting. Now get this one. Federal judge in Pennsylvania, yes, right here, Lee, right here, and near closer to Lee than me, rules that Trump's invocation of the Alien Enemies Act is lawful. Okay? This happened only 3 days ago, right? This was a judge from, I believe he was from Philly, if I'm not mistaken. If I put my glasses on, I might be able to read it. Let's see. It just says, I thought I read it here. I thought it was Philly, but I could be mistaken. But anyways, it was from Pennsylvania, which shocked the hell out of me in the first place. Said it was lawful. But then we go to the Supreme Court. The pansies that they are. Supreme Court blocks Trump from deporting Venezuelan gang members, murderers, rapists, drug dealers, people that assault, robbers, everything. He's not allowed to do it under the Aliens Enemy Act. Why? Because they're pansies. They are sending it back to the states under these circumstances. The notice is roughly 24 hours before removal. So they're sending it back to the states. Let me find it here. So they can see what is appropriate for the amount of time to be given to these pansy-ass criminals. These pansies is a big word tonight. How much time they need to give these people before they deport them? Well, how much time did Biden let all these criminals in? And how much time did we have to prepare for that? None. The day one of him stealing the office and letting these illegal criminals into our country. But all of the justices agreed to this. All of them. Oh, yeah. Because we'll start off here with Alito Thomas dissent. The U.S. court Friday temporarily blocked Trump's access to this in an unsigned order. The high court said that Trump did not give the Venezuelans enough time to challenge their removals. You had plenty of times. They got in here. It's been 4 years. Why didn't they have time to become legal citizens? How long does it take? Well, that's right. You're supposed to do it before you come into this country, not come here first and then say, we're going to do it. Well, they had 4 years to do it, but nobody did it. So they're still illegal and they're criminals committing crimes in this country. And I've got a big one for you coming up, too. A big crime. And another pathetic ass judge and DA. But here, let's start off with this. And I don't know if Kurt's in the house tonight or if he came in after Vic's show or not. But this is a shout out to Kurt because video shows 10 inmates escaped from jail in New Orleans as manhunt continues. And they dug a hole in the wall. This has got to be an inside job because this hole was so big and it was behind a piece of equipment. They have no fucking rights. Exactly, Shell. No rights whatsoever. But these inmates, anyways, in New Orleans, cut a huge hole in there. Remember, guys, I worked at a prison. There is no damn way because these inmates were out of their cells at 1:30 in the morning. They didn't do count until 8:30 the next morning or that same morning. So they didn't know they were gone. They had 8 hours or at least 7 hours of time to get away. So now you got 10 inmates, murderers, what else? Murderers and rapists, I think that was, that broke out. Yeah. But the hole was huge. And you don't get that way without inside help, guys. There's too much stuff that you got to get rid of. The concrete dust from the pieces of concrete that you scrape away. There's no way that they could have gotten away with this without inside help. People need to be locked up for that one, too. All right, here we go, guys, with another corrupt activist judge. Kurt, you're being paged. I want to know how close he is to that prison. I'm starting to think we are waiting for a rebellion to start. Something needs to happen because the stuff that's getting away, that the Democrats are still getting away with, and we control. That's the whole big thing, guys. We control the government, or the Republicans do anyways. I wish we did, like we're supposed to, but the Republicans control everything, and nothing's getting done. Everything that the Trump administration has been doing, the Democrats are just walking all over us, but making the Republicans the pansy-ass party that they are. These people are doing nothing, and that's what it looks like. Trump is getting a few things done, and which is out of the control of the Democrats, but everything that the Democrats are using taxpayer money to sue for every executive order, which the courts have no right to stop an executive order unless it's unconstitutional. And nothing he's doing is unconstitutional. Nothing these asshole judges have found have they been unconstitutional. And we're still putting up with this every freaking day. This is another one right here. Judge blocks Trump from removing Foreign Service workers' collective bargaining rights. Now they're stopping from firing more people. How the hell does this happen, guys? And the administration's just listening to them. I just don't get it. I would be telling the judges to kiss my ass. I'm doing it. I don't give a shit what you say. That is what they should be doing, but they're not. Now, I'm trying to get through these real quick, guys, so we can watch some of these videos. I got some great ones. I got a lot. I told you this is empty. Everything that came in today, this is what we got, boy. And this is not everything. I deleted stuff that we don't talk about. Oh, yeah. That's how busy my inbox is. Here we go. Here's the worthless Supreme Court Justice, Supreme Court Chief Justice Roberts, and another one, reigns in sodomire, however you want, sodomire. I don't really care. She's a liberal piece of shit judge after repeating interruption. They kept on and she kept going, and she was questioning. Who was she questioning? Oh, she pressed the solicitor, General John Sawyer, the attorney for Trump. She kept questioning him, asking him questions, and did not let him answer. Finally, Roberts says, would you let him answer? I want to hear this. So guess what? He got 2 words in, and she interrupted him again. This is the way it's going. And now you see, they're falling for it, and they're backing them, the liberals, in this, and blocking Trump's stuff. She needs to go. She cannot separate her being pro-Democrat, idiot. This is ridiculous. We got Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas drops perfect line during oral argument over nationwide injunctions. And you know what? I had it, and I don't know what happened to it. All my videos disappeared. Let's see if I can do this on here real quick. What time we got? Nah, I can't do it. But he told him. Let's see. We'll get into it right here. Clarence Thomas agreed with the Trump administration position that the district court judges and appellate courts are overstepping their authority by weighing in on and issuing nationwide injunctions. This is the stuff that he's agreed with. But, of course, for some reason, they're sending it back to the small courts. Why can't they ever do anything for themselves? They don't want the trouble. They don't want the headaches. Well, guess what? If you don't want it, get the hell out of there and put somebody in there that does want to do the job and wants to follow the Constitution. All right, guys, here we go again. Utah family worked with the cartel. A Utah family. What are they doing with this oil? Utah family worked with the cartels to smuggle in $300 million in oil. James and Kelly Larson of Sandy were arrested April 23rd. Son Maxwell and Zachary Larson were arrested in Texas. Family is accused of smuggling 2,881 shipments of crude oil into the U.S. because there's sanctions on it. Oh, yeah. So these people, what are these people doing it? Are they selling it for a higher price and making a profit or what? That's what's going crazy. There's still stuff going on about this cartel associated with business allegedly stole the oil from Pendex. So you're getting hot oil. Isn't that funny? All right, here we go. DHS seeks 20,000 more National Guard troops for immigration down in Texas. We're going to see what happens with that because I'm going to show you this real quick. John Kennedy and Kristi Noem, they're questioning them. You got to love John Kennedy, so I am going to let you listen to this part. So take a listen to this.
You pretty much secured the southern border, haven't you?
Yes, sir. The CBP,
and that upsets some of my colleagues, doesn't it? They say you've done it the wrong way, haven't they? Could you answer that?
Yes, sir. They do say that.
Do you think they're upset because you supposedly did it the wrong way, or you think they're upset that you did it at all?
I think they're upset that by President Trump enforcing the law, it happened so quickly and successfully.
Yeah. Now, when President Biden came into office, the first thing he did was get rid of all of the things we were doing to stop people from coming into our country illegally, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, it was like the Price is Right. Come on down, except he said, come on in. And most of my Democratic colleagues went along with that, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did.
In fact, they cheered him on, didn't they? Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
How many people do you think President Biden let into our country illegally? Just give me a ballpark figure.
Sir, we don't know for certain, but we believe it could be upwards to 20 million people that are illegally in this country.
So that's like adding 10 Nebraskas to our country, isn't it?
That's correct.
Why do you think President Biden and my Democratic colleagues did that? Do you think they believe in open borders?
I think they believed in open borders and letting people come into this country that would affect our society and criminals. Those other countries emptying out the worst of the worst, their mental institutions, their prisons came in here and jeopardized, and known terrorists.
Well, only one or two circumstances are possible, it seems to me. Either President Biden and the Democrats who supported him believe in open borders, or the people that President Biden put in charge of securing the border, you wouldn't trust to run a snowball stand, right?
That is correct.
So nobody is that incompetent. So it has to be, they just believe in open borders, do they not?
Yes, because I know the people who were securing the border and they weren't allowed to do their job.
Do you think they believe that vetting people at the border is racist?
Yes, I do. I think by the way they allowed people in and granted them immediate parole status.
Do you think that President Biden and some of my Democratic colleagues, I don't want to paint with too broad a brush, Madam Secretary, thought of these foreign nationals in our country illegally as potential new voters?
I do, sir.
Okay. If you're an ordinary American and you oppose illegal immigration, but you support legal immigration, does that make you a racist?
No, sir. No, sir. Not at all. It just means that you believe there should be a rule of law, and that's what America was built on.
And that's what you've been enforcing, right?
Exactly. We have been following the Constitution and the rule of law in this country.
And I want to be sure I understand, because there's been a lot of confusing testimony here. You've secured the border, have you not?
This administration has, yes, sir.
And
simple as that. But the Democrats hate it because they just proved them wrong, where you don't need Congress to make a law, follow the laws that are already in place. And that's what they've done. And now you still see them. They're trying to stop it. They're trying to continue to destroy this country that they destroyed for 4 years. And the judges are helping them with this stuff. And the executive branch is letting them get away with it, which doesn't make any sense to me. All right, feds investigate after Comey called for assassination of Trump. We talked about this yesterday, right, guys? But do you believe it at all that Comey said he didn't know what those numbers meant? That was the first excuse, right? But now the second excuse was it wasn't meant like that. He's trying to backtrack on all this. It was meant to be 8,647 days since 9/11. That's what he's trying to use. Oh, it just so happens to say, and he was the director of the FBI. Like he didn't know that 86 meant to kill and 47 wasn't Trump. Bullshit. And if they believe this, he's going to get off of it. I guarantee it. I don't think he's going to go to jail. And I think it's true. And I did go back up here. I need to go back up here to Mark. Don't give up Pennsylvania yet. There's more patriots than here. And hey, Lee, I did see, you believe it or not, dumb Shapiro is pushing to legalize marijuana in Pennsylvania. Believe that? A Democrat that's not too stupid? Where did it go? I just passed it up. I know I did. Mark said he was looking at the form just for a visa for these illegal criminals. They want to know where you are staying. They want a phone number and a confirmation letter. Right. And not a damn one of these criminals have any of that information because they don't know where they're going. They don't know what they're doing. They're just coming to here to steal, rob, murder, rape, pillage, everything. That's all they're doing in this country. But yeah, he says he didn't know anything about 86. That's a bunch of bullshit. Lying ass piece of garbage that he is. All right, keep going. Let's go. Tulsi Gabbard calls for James Comey to be put behind bars over Trump assassination post. Why isn't it happening? She's the director of national intelligence. Why is this not happening? Progressive prosecutor, get this one. Here it is. This is the one I was telling you about, guys. Progressive prosecutor lets illegal immigrant teen off easy after a 90-mile-an-hour crash killed a 24-year-old woman. Oh, yes. Guess what he gets? He killed a woman, shouldn't be even driving a car, and racing. They were racing. And killed this girl, 24-year-old woman, and she gave him probation and community service for murder. Oh, yeah. Murder. An illegal criminal. And they let him off. Where was that at? I think it was Colorado. Yep. Do I need to say more? Colorado, piece of shit, liberal-run state, and they let a murderer go on probation. Oh, yeah. You believe this nonsense? It's so ridiculous. I tell you what, guys. This is so unbelievable that's what's going on in here. I saw that Shapiro and Fetterman are both doing. Yeah, because Fetterman started that when he was the lieutenant mayor or lieutenant governor. I hope to God they get it passed. You know the tax implication that the Pennsylvania would make by legalizing marijuana? Holy moly. Oh, I'll tell you what. They could reduce our taxes, the gas, and everything just by legalizing marijuana. I'd partake. Hell yeah, if it helped my pain, make it legal. And you ain't taking my guns. If he gets away with it, it's going to get really bad. Yes, it is, Shell. Really ugly. Yes, exactly, Shell. Bottom line, Comey posted it. He knew what it meant. You're not an FBI director because you're stupid. You are stupid because you're Comey. All right, Trump used his first foreign trip to further isolate Iran and force Tehran to blink. He gave him a proposal for the no more nuke stuff. You going to take it or shit's going to get ugly? That's what Trump said. Trump says U.S. is giving Iran a proposal for a nuclear deal. It's going to get bad if they don't move quickly enough. Something bad's going to happen. Couple more here real quick. HHS to stop advising COVID shots for kid and pregnant women. Maybe that'll stop all the problem with these children being born with birth defect, ADHD, and all the other stuff that's wrong with them. Autism, everything that's happening so much right now. Arizona made it legal, still legal. Let me get this out of my way. FedWise, remember that? Yep. There's a lot of people with legal marijuana. Ohio, Colorado, California. All these places have legalized marijuana, and they are reaping the benefits from it. Every state should be doing this. I'm Arizona. Tax makes 3 times all the other taxes combined. Oh, really? See there? Even Arizona, Frogface just said. They are reaping the benefits from this, and everyone could get your money back that you're paying people. And the welfare people, they'll be selling food stamps for that shit, right? Silence.com. I'm on silencer.com. That's totally different from that, Shell. I'll have to look at that. All right. Yes, they are going to stop pushing. They should stop pushing the shots, period. Because it's done. We know the implications. We know the backdrop, how the health horrible for you. We know all that now. The Democrats kept pushing, the COVID stops right here. So that'll still shut me off on YouTube tonight. So, but we know it for a fact now that they should have pushed it here. So they need to stop it for everyone. And we got something on that. Oh, here it is. New information suggests to senior Pfizer executive conspired to delay COVID-19 vaccine clinical testing to influence the 2020 election. This is from the House Judiciary Committee. We got it, but what's going to happen, guys? How long have they been investigating this? Since COVID started, and still nothing has been done. But they've got proof. Why haven't they done anything with it? Former widow of Little Rock, Arkansas Airport executive sues ATF for wrongful death suit. They broke into his house with a no-knock warrant, and he killed him. And I hope she wins. And this was back in 2024 under the corrupt Biden regime. One more, guys. Let's play some videos. What is this one? Capitol Police arrest protesters disrupting budget markup as Cory Booker, the piece of garbage Democrat that he is, thanked them for defending Medicaid. They're thanking them for the only cuts that Trump was making was for fraud and abuse, getting these young punks that are sitting back collecting our money for them to live on, getting them off of Medicaid so they don't have health insurance, so they have to go to work to get health insurance. And that's what he's thanking them for. This is totally ridiculous, guys. That's why I'm glad it's Friday, because I'm tired of seeing the Democrats getting away with all this stuff and the Republicans are doing nothing. John, are you leaving us? John, have a great night. Well, I didn't see that, John. Texas John, but have a good night. I'll see ya. All right, what do we got over here? They're making a fortune on the weed stores here already and have a card from the doctor now. I have one, but it's a caregiver card, and I can go get one. I'm not renewing it again. It was for my son. He got the legal marijuana. Legalize it so we don't even have to worry about that shit anymore. And yes, I got pain, but right now, if I go get a weed card, they can take away my carrying permit. So I ain't doing that shit. I am not losing my Second Amendment rights for weed. All right, guys, here we go. We are done with the articles. Let's enjoy the rest of the night that we have with some funny thing. I brought back an oldie, and I can't remember who it was. Somebody mentioned it the other day, and I brought back Lefties Losing It. And here we go with my first one. And if I remember, I'll continue to do them. This one is about AOC. Take a look.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. And it's time to check in again on the lunatic asylum masquerading as a news network known as MSNBC. And let's listen to this hot take from Joe Scarborough.
AOC may be more progressive than a lot of people. I also understand that she's one of the most articulate, exciting people in the Democratic field. She goes out with Bernie Sanders, and yeah, she just draws so many people. It's very good, very effective in hearings. They need somebody young like AOC. And again, it's not about ideology. She can carry the message forward for a Democratic Party that really needs to reach out to younger Americans.
Yes, let's have a look at just how articulate and impressive AOC is, prepared to be dazzled by her rare genius.
Even as a waitress, if any of you all else have gone like completely mad,
it's like whatever, and like or whatever, like just like it's like this like What people are starting to see, at least in the occupation of Palestine.
You use the term the occupation of Palestine. What did you mean by that?
I think what I meant is like the settlements that are increasing in some of these areas and places where Palestinians are experiencing difficulty in access to their housing and homes.
Do you think you can expand on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd also just, I am not the expert on geopolitics on this issue, you know.
Oh dear, that's AOC over the years. She really is the future. Please make her the leader, because I think she'll make Kamala look like a visionary.
She makes Kamala look like a brain surgeon. Holy shit. And they want to put her as president or vice president or whatever the hell they're thinking about doing. This is the person that talks for the Democrat Party. Hey, Sean, the golden knee pads have just been passed to AOC. Exactly right, Sean. Oh, we got to start that shit on right. Ain't that right? She's so articulate. Are you kidding me? That dumbass Carborough. Oh, my God. All right, let's keep going here. What do we got? We got a little bit of Bubba J going on. Oh, my God. Here we go.
How you doing, Bubba J? I'm doing pretty good. So what do you think so far? Well, I've been listening, and I think this is one of the best audiences we have ever had. Ah! The hell is that? Oh, it's me. It's your baby picture. Oh, I thought those photos were supposed to be cute. I look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. So you got 2 toddlers at home and also 2 kids in college. That's right, I have a blended family. Oh, that ain't blended. I got a cousin who has a kid that's half human and half donkey. That's blended right there. Yeah, their Christmas card looks like something went horribly wrong at the manger. The manger? Well, I think it's the manger because every time somebody looks at the picture, they go, Jesus Christ. Anything else going on? Well, I'm no longer looking for work. Oh, good, so you found a job. No, I'm just no longer looking for work. Is there any kind of job you're interested in? Well, what do you like to do? I like doing this. You like talking to people? Uh-huh. Well, are you up on social issues? Well, one time I caught something from a girl and it itched, so I had to get a shot. What? Not a social disease, a social issue. Oh, I thought those were the same thing. It itched and that was an issue. Especially socially. No, issues within the community. Oh, yeah, she spread it around the whole damn community. In fact, I feel like scratching right now. But my arms ain't long enough. Look, Bubba J, have you ever gotten a job? You mean from that girl?
Oh, I don't care what you say. That's funny right there. I love that Bubba J. It's awesome. All right. Where do we at? Where we at? What's next? Y'all ever hear of Bill Engvall? Oh, yeah. You got to take a listen to him for a couple minutes.
It is great to be here in the nation's capital. It is so great to be here, and I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to make it because I thought I broke my ribs because I'm an idiot. Well, I bought my son a trampoline. You see where this is headed? Well, you know the rule, the one that puts it together gets to try it out first. He was off at school, I got this thing all put together, and I started to climb up on it. My wife goes, hey, why don't you wait for him to get home from school? I said, hey, 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 why don't you hush? Please? I ain't that big an idiot, all right? So I hop up on this trampoline. I start jumping up and down. It all came back to me. I said, oh, I remember this. Start doing seat drops and knee drops. Yeah, then I got cocky. I forgot one very important thing about a trampoline. If you don't hit square, you go up at an angle. You don't come down at that same angle. You come down at an equal and opposite angle. Yeah, I'm 20 feet in the air. Now my high school geometry kicks in. As I curl into the fetal position and bang off the rail onto the ground. My wife's laughing so hard she nearly peed herself. I learned two important things that day about a trampoline. Number one, the springs will pull the hair out of your legs. And number two, the dog doesn't like to jump. It's a wonder I'm alive. I'm always doing idiotic stuff like that. Anybody ever set your hair on fire? Me too. And not the hair on my head. All right, shall we not go to the gutter so quick? There was the hair on my arms. Now, I want you to think back to when you were a kid. Do you remember the day you realized you could burn ants with a magnifying glass? Oh, what a great day that was.
Okay, that's Bill Engvall right there. Blue Collar Comedy Tour. That was a great show right there. But guess what, guys? Didn't even make it through this whole show tonight, and YouTube already yanked it. Yepers, I got it right on my phone. Yep, they said it was a copyright thing. I got a fair use notice on right at the beginning of the show that covers all this bullshit. If you don't want your videos being shared, there's a place on YouTube where you can block it, so you can't use it for anybody. So it can't be downloaded. They don't want it. Better use that. That's bullshit that they're going to stop my show because of that. This is ridiculous. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is a funny comedian. Some accents are so sexy. Take a listen.
I thought we only had American troops over there. Not the case. We have a lot of different soldiers from a lot of different countries over there. I got to meet and talk to these brave young men and women. And oh man, ladies, now I know what you mean when you say you love accents, because, yeah. I talked to this one British soldier for like an hour, and I'm just staring at him like, don't ask, don't tell. And it was that sexy British accent, that South London Jason Statham type British accent. Oh my God, ladies, you could be on a date tonight, but if some guy taps you on the shoulder, you turn around and all you hear is, hey, I was looking at you from across the room. I thought to myself, there's a big good looking bird right there. Let me tell you what, I'll go BMW 325R, park right outside. We can go out there, shake your roll in the back here, 30 minutes. That's why they call me the transporter, bitch. Hey. By the way, guys, I just preheated every oven in the room. You're welcome. That's a sexy accent. Now, just because you have an accent, do not think it is automatically sexy. There's a hierarchy to these things, okay? British, up here. Australian, up here. Indian. Not the same. Ladies, you're not gonna have the same reaction if you turn around and all you see is, excuse me, my little delicate desert flower. I was looking at you from across the room, and might I say, you are so exquisitely beautiful that if you were to be in my country, you would be more sacred than a cow. Oh yes. Oh yes. I would like to do some bad things to you. I would. If it were up to me, I would take you home, split your legs, and I would eat you like curry. Yes, I would like to do. What? I cannot talk dirty to a woman just because I'm Indian? Let me tell you something. I can talk dirty. I will say some filthy things. I want to bend you over, grab your hair, then whisper something soft and sexy in your ear like, who's your customer service representative? Who's your customer service representative? You want to be put on hold? I will put you on hold! The only good part is that once he finishes up, he's like, thank you, come again.
That little guy, he's funny. He had a clip not long ago show. Oh my God. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, let's look at this one. Here's a little series, Malibu's.
What's up?
What are your goals, B-Red?
What do you want out of life?
To be the biggest rapper there ever was. You see, Doc, I got something to say, and I need the world to hear it. I'm a lyricologist. I can rap about anything. Shrink, shrink, blinkety blink. Try to make me think. Want to go to my sink and vomit. Clean it up with Comet. Earth is my planet. See, I'm a shiznit. I buy y'all cars.
She's a shiznit. Good job, Green Frog Labs. That is freaking great right there. They come up with some good stuff. I asked them to do some Three Stooges with that. That would be funny as hell. What do we got? Midget playing ball.
Oh. You ready?
That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Oh, check this little one out. Remember Mario Brothers? Oh, that shit was funny right there, right? Oh, that's funny. Okay, what else we got? Oh, we got a couple more from Green Frog Lab here. What we got? Little Siri, Roger. Oh, you ever watch Airplane? The comedy Airplane, the movie? Take a look at this one.
Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger. Huh?
LA departure frequency 123.9er.
Roger. Huh? Request vector. Over. What?
Flight 209er, clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
You guys will get it if you've ever watched that movie. That's an old movie. That's way back in the day. That's for sure. And I thought that was hilarious. Another great job to Green Frog Labs. And, this one's funny. This is another part of Airplane. And if you've ever watched Airplane before, you'll get these guys. Take a look.
Shit, man. That hunky must be messing my old lady. Got to be running coal upside down his head, you know?
Hey, home, I can dig it. No, he ain't gonna lay no more big rap up on you, man.
I say, hey, Sky. Something say I won't sing. Pray to Jay, I did the same old. Hey,
knock yourself a pro, slick. The gray matter back, lot performers down, not take TCB in, man.
You know what they say? See a broad to get that booty act? Leg her down or smack 'em, yak 'em. Cole got shit.
That was great. Those two guys were on the movie. They were sitting in there. You couldn't understand a word they were saying, but they knew what they were saying, right? That was they great job, Green Frog Labs. You freaking rock. They put out some great shit, guys. It's unreal. And I know Vic uses them a lot of times, and that's how I got started watching them, looking at their stuff. And I find some stuff that she's not going to use. And it's just funny stuff. It's great stuff right there. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight on this Friday evening. It's been awesome. Can't say enough how much I appreciate you guys tuning into the show. For some reason, I'm losing viewers on Wimpkin. I don't know why. I've lost over 150 viewers on Wimpkin, and I don't know what's going on. We got to find something that's going on with them. We got to build back up. We got to build up Twitter. We got to get them going. We got to get more people talking on Getter, because I average between 1,000 and 1,300 people a night on Getter, and we can't get them all to talk. We got to do that. You guys got to get on here. You got to enjoy. You got to come in here and watch the show, so I know you're in here. You got to say hi, and we got to love this, guys, because you guys are awesome, and this is why I do the show, for you guys. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Everything that you can do for me would be appreciated. We got to get, that's why I give, the giveaways, just because I appreciate you guys. And that's how I can say thank you to you, by doing what I can do, what I can afford to do, and give away the stuff that I do give away, just to say thank you for watching the show. I don't know what else to say, But guys, have a great weekend. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's show and come back Monday for another great episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. With that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. And so, Patriots, we conclude an examination of the pressing issues before us on this Friday evening. Let the truth that we've discussed resonate with you throughout the weekend. As you step away from the week's battles and into the weekend, know that our conversations will continue again on Monday. Join me on Monday for the weekend wrap-up edition of the Conservative Viewpoint, where we will discuss the significant events and developments that unfold over these next couple of days. I'll connect the dots and prepare the week ahead. All through our shared conservative lenses, guys. You know that's what we're going to have. So enjoy your weekend. Stay visual, and I look forward to our weekend wrap-up and analysis on Monday. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Have a great weekend, and I will see you back here live on Monday. Night, everyone.